Hello, thank you so much for purchasing with Medium Emary. Today we're going to give you a 1 to 2 question tarot card reading. Your name and info will be confidential. I will only focus on your questions. So I'm going to be pulling up your questions now on my phone, just putting a little bit of incense. Probably blow out really fast because my air in my house is really cold. Alright, so we're gonna just clear out the energy here a little bit. So this incense, I love it, it's called champa. It's really nice. Alright, so I'm gonna leave that there a little bit. Okay, maybe you could see it here closer. Okay. So I have here, before I start your reading, I have 2 crystals here that I feel will work really well for you. I mean 3, sorry. I have a rose quartz, which focuses on the feminine energy, love, compassion, also forgiveness, acceptance. But it's really good in that sense with the feminine energy. It just focuses on that forgiveness and acceptance and love that a lot of us, it's really hard to embrace. I also have here tiger's eye, which I love because the tiger's eye is really good for grounding when your emotions are all over the place or you don't know how to, you feel like the energy's just crazy sometimes. The tiger's eye is really good for grounding and just bringing everything back to its center balance. I also have here clear quartz, which I use all the time. It helps clear out or just clear out the energy, start fresh, new, kind of like a little cleansing thing. I use it for my tarot cards after I'm done using them. I use it as well when I have like a headache. I put it on my forehead. But I just love it. It's a very powerful crystal, and it also just it surrounds and protects you as well. It protects you from anything negative as well. All right. So let's begin your reading. I have here the Golden Tarot deck. It's really pretty. It's like kind of like a little bit of a medieval vibe going on with these cards. So I'm going to start shuffling here. My phone's very, very slow, so I'm kind of trying to be patient with it. Alright. Let's start shuffling. And let's do a quick little prayer. I'm not religious, but it's my way of tuning into your energy. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. I ask spirit guides and angels of this person I am focused on to reveal to me now and reveal to her what she needs to know in this present time. I ask spirit guides in mine to help me interpret the information to her in the best of my abilities, and that the information that comes through... Sorry about that, that was my mother. And that the information that comes through may come through as accurate, specific, and detailed as possible. Now let me see here. Let me go back to your message, which I just found it. Sorry, I just put my phone on silent. Alright, so let's do this. Okay, so I'm going to lay it out. The cards are flying everywhere, so there's a good chance that your energy is ready being filled in these cards. So I'm gonna kind of just lay it like that. Ooh. Okay, let's use this one because that fell out. Alright, so still going back. Oh my goodness, my phone's super slow. Okay, here we go. Okay. Will I be a successful business owner, or should I stay where I work now? Okay, so I have this. I'm going to pull out two more in regards to that question. One thing I feel about you is that you're very talented in a lot of things. You have a lot of potential for a lot of things to just create. You have a lot of that creative energy to you. So I see you doing a lot of things in your life. I don't see you doing one thing or sticking to one thing. I actually see you doing a lot of things. Okay, so be open to that. I just feel like you're going to be a very driven, ambitious woman in that sense. And it's good, you know, because that means you're going to always be doing something. You're always going to be up to something. You know, you're always going to be there's never going to be a moment where it's just there's nothing going on, okay? Because I see a constant shift. I see a constant just new things coming your way, new connections, new networking, new people, meeting new people, creating new things, joining new things. So I see that very much in your path. Trying to let that out. Okay, so I'm gonna flip these cards over. All right, so I see here, in regards to your business, what they're telling me is to wait for now. Okay, they're not telling me no, don't do it. But they're telling me to wait for now. Okay. I feel like you should, yes, get into it at some point. But they're telling me you need to prepare yourself. You need the right people. You need the right preparations. You need to brainstorm. You gotta make it in the works before you really get into it. So in regards to that question, they're saying not right now. You won't be a successful business owner right now, but in a few years, yes. In a couple of years, yes. They're telling me you will have the right people to work with. You will have everything set up. You will have everything prepared. But right now, they're telling me to wait it out and brainstorm and really make this genuine. Really try to, like, I don't know if it's like a perfectionist thing or just make it ready and make it well prepared, okay? But they are showing me that sense of creativity, like I said. The fact that it's reversed, it just means don't doubt yourself or don't like uh don't like feel like you won't succeed or you can't succeed or is it even possible? Because the card's saying it is. You just have to have that faith. You have to believe in yourself, you know. But with time, things can happen, you know. So just be patient and use this time to grow your crop. Use this time to grow the plants. You're growing. You need to grow at the moment, they're saying. Okay, you got to continue growing. So right now, no, they're telling me just wait it out, but start planting your seeds. That's what they're telling me. Start planting your seeds. Start putting your little seeds one by one in the dirt and just start growing this business. Start it a little bit. Start it off. But I do see some form of success in a couple of years. And you're gonna like in those couple of years, you're gonna be getting that kind of recognition or that kind of growth in your business by that time, and you're gonna be happy, and it's gonna get better after that. So you're gonna be in a nice place in a couple of years. You're gonna be in a nice place, okay? Just this card is also saying just be careful because a lot of the things that you've put yourself through in your life, you've put yourself in those situations. So this card means be careful with what you sacrifice for. Be careful of the decision and choices you make, especially in that industry or in that world or in whatever you do, okay, are the kind of people you work with. So just be careful on what choices and decisions and options you choose and the people you sacrifice yourself for, okay? So just be careful, okay? And then I see this beautiful Page of Cups. It just represents someone who is filled with creativity, like an artist or someone who's just talented in art or just has that ever, like I said, creative flow flowing through them. And you have that, and your guides are saying to embrace it and run with this. You have this just creative flow of energy that's always flowing through you, okay? And that has to do with a past life, hon. That they're telling me a past life, okay? That you were drawn to those things too, and now in this life you're drawn to those things as well. All right? So we're going to go on to your next question, which is Oh, I'm reading the specific part. I didn't read that. I read it like a while back, so I don't remember. I just want to open my own salon, but need money validation. So what I mean is, stay in the salon for now, but don't close that idea of opening your own salon. So my decision is not my decision. The information I'm picking up from your guys is to keep working towards it. Keep working towards it. Take the time. Grow your plants. Plant the seeds. So I'm not saying close that door completely. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying right now it's not going to happen, but start growing your seeds. Start planting your seeds because I'm seeing something happening in a couple of years, okay? So keep that going, hun. All right? You have this creative flow and it makes sense with the salon now that this card is coming through. Okay? Now your next question is, and my dad wants to cross from here to there, but I'm just really worried for him. Like, what if? Okay. Let me see here. Okay. So I'm gonna start picking here. So I'll end your reading with the Guidance of Guidance card. Ooh, that was my curtains. There. Okay, so these are the cards I have for. All right, so what I'm seeing here, in my decision, obviously, this is something you can't control in that sense. It's kind of a thing that you have to surrender, let go, let God, okay? But I am seeing some issues with this. He does have to be careful. I don't see him really doing this. I don't know if he just says it and maybe he'll do it or he thinks about it or it's in his head because I just see some form of delay. I see him waiting. So if he's not doing it now, I see this form of delay, like he's going to wait it out and see how he feels then or in the next time he tries to think about it again. There's just something of some form of delay and he's just not really sure. I don't feel like it's 100% yes that he's going to do this. I feel like there's a delay and he's not sure of it. He's probably going to maybe wait it out. So he's still contemplating on it. So there's no worries right now. I'm not really sure if he's going to do it. That's the thing. But what I do see is that I don't know if he has friends over here or he has a lot of friends over there, but there's something in regards to friendship and family that he's going to miss there or over or where you are. I'm not sure, but there's some form of like friendship and family that's very important to him, and that's something that's always going on in his mind. I also see here, which is not good, represents something falling apart, something chaotic, something where it just crumbles down in a very catastrophic way. So for me, I would really, I don't feel goodness out of that thought, out of that concept. So I think he should wait it out. Um, Anyways, I don't feel like he's really going to make that decision soon at all. So I think it's still in his brain. It's not like something he's wanting to like put into reality just yet. So I'm not even sure if he's going to do this. So just don't worry. Maybe you could talk to him or try to find ways to help him realize maybe there's other options he can take. But I don't feel like this is a good idea for him because I don't see this happening. I don't see this falling into like a very positive outcome. So he has to be careful. But more that I don't really think he's gonna do it. So that's what I feel with that. I feel like he's still waiting it out and he's very unsure. So there's still grayness to it. There's not a straightforward answer for this question. There's a grayness to it. But if he does, I don't see it being a positive outcome. Oof. So I feel like you should try to help him change that unsureness or help him with that or try to talk to him if you can, because sometimes these kind of decisions are you can't control these decisions or what somebody wants to decide with their life, things like that. So right now I don't feel like there's anything to worry. I don't see it happening right now. I don't see it happening. Okay. The magician just represents, it's gotten to a point where he feels like he has no control over the situation, and he's feeling like powerless. So it's a very delicate thing, but with prayer and support and love from the family itself and from you, possible positive changes can happen. He just has to really think on this very strongly, and not make irrational decisions, or just decide something very without thinking. So, but there's no worries. I don't see anything happening right now. I don't see any decision made, and I feel like nothing's really going to happen for a long time. So there's no worries on that. So that's what I'm feeling with those questions, hun. I'm going to pull out one card now from Goddess of Guidance for you, and then I will end your reading. This is just going to be more of just a little message from your inner goddess energy. All right, so this card says boundaries, all right? It says love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. So this card just represents sometimes you can't always be super nice to people, and sometimes you have to be careful with the kind of people you hang out, and you have to say no sometimes. You can't always say yes to them, or you can't always please them in all the ways that you can. Take care of yourself. Sometimes you could give, but you got to receive sometimes. So you got to set boundaries, even if it's with a relationship, a friend, or family, or people that you deal with in work. It's just saying to protect yourself in that sense and love yourself to that degree where you create boundaries. I feel like you're ready doing that, but just keep it as a constant reminder, this card is saying, okay? So I'm going to leave you with that, hun. I very much hope you enjoyed this reading, and I love your energy. You have very powerful, strong energy. It's more of just believing it's totally possible, and never setting your expectations low, set them high, and just pray to your angels and your guides to point you in the right direction with this journey that you embrace. So I will leave you with that, hun. Lots of love from the heavens above, and thank you so much for reaching out to me and purchasing this service. It was a pleasure reading you. Have a nice day. Bye now.